Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. It's good to see you. We'll take an hour today to talk about all things accordion, all things music, understanding music, playing music. I monitor the chat, so ask questions if you have them. There's a very helpful community here. It's good to see you. That will also answer your questions if you have them. Let's do it. Martin, you had a question that I saw. Let me write it down. Martin, you said, any chance of the chords for Stop the Cavalry? Stop the Cavalry by Jonah Louie. Jonah Louie. Let's try it. It's going to be one of those things where you won't be able to hear my YouTube, but I'll give it a try. Hello, Colin. Good to see you. Hello, Ronald. Good to see you, too. And hello, Georges. Wonderful to see you. My big accordion's there. Let's play with this one for now. Yeah, I hope you've had a good week. Everyone here has had a cold, but that's this time of year. Good morning, Dino. This is the sister accordion to my red Camillo, which is there. I just don't have straps for that one. I took the straps on my last trip, and I didn't bring home another set of straps. So now we're using this accordion. Let me know if the sound is okay. I'm assuming it's okay. Let's play a song to start. Christopher, you played a beautiful version of L'Italiano. I'm going to play it just because it's in my head. Anytime you inspire me. So I'm going to play it. I don't know what key. We'll play it in G minor. And Louis S. great song, eh? Thank you, Christopher, for the inspiration. Hello. I don't see the names anymore. Hello, Nora. It's good to see you. Hello, Mancher Mensch. It's good to see you. If you've ever seen the video clip for this song, L'Italiano, it's such a great video clip because it was shot in Italy by the singer, and it looks like L'Italiano by Toto Contungo, and it's the greatest clip. It's just him walking around Italy, and I don't think that people know, maybe people know who he is, but I'll pull up the YouTube video. You won't be able to hear it, I don't think, but L'Italiano, and it's just him walking through Italy, looking super cool, and everyone's kind of like looking to see who, like, what's happening. This is like peak coolness. She's in on it, but then he walks through the streets right here, and you'll see people in the background. Where is it? You can see these people are like, what is that guy doing? And it's very obvious this is like peak 80s? Late 70s, 80s, whatever it is. You didn't need a permit. You just went out with your camera and shot. Super lovely, great song. I'm sure there's a better story behind that, but I love that music video. Hello, Junior Segal. It's good to see you. Hype dump a little. My new accordion is en route. I had to forego driving to Liberty Bellows next weekend, but I'll have it sooner. Amazing. What's your new accordion, Dino? There's such excitement about a new thing. I'm excited for you through the internet. Could you show us how to accompany on Old Joe Clark? I can play along while my wife leads with a violin. We're gonna have the thing. I'm assuming you didn't hear L'Italiano right now. I'll show you Old Joe Clark. I don't know the song, but I'll play along. You'll just hear my accordion, which will show you exactly what to do with accordion, but you won't hear the fiddle. Let's just listen. A major. This kind of fiddle tune, the main idea is lots of main ideas. If I say play along to your wife, whoever is going to play, what do we do with our left hand there? We don't have too many options, but the idea is you're going to go. You could do that. A major. I'll play along. You won't be able to hear the fiddle, but you'll just hear what I'm doing. So the song is a real fast, it's not real fast, it's a fiddle tune. The upright bass is going boom, 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 boom. Some of the chord changes are A major to G, G to A major. There might be 2 or 3 chord changes in the song. I don't know it, but that's typical. We're helping the violin with padding or I'm doing that on the A major. Might do it up here, might do it up here, might pad. Left hand is doing that rhythm, especially if it's just you and your wife. You might start off with a breath. Simple alternate bass technique, but in rhythm, leaving lots of room. It's not a heavy thing. Giving a bit of a pull so you get the real sharp crunch. Or, right, I'm giving that little extra pull to get that crunch. Let's listen to another live recording, and I'll accompany that just to see a different flavor. This is Old Joe Clark, Doc Watson. This is a banjo and guitar, but here, sorry, I'm going to do this one, the Burleson Family Band, the best. I'm wearing the same shirt. I meant to be in this little family band. Let's see what key they're in. A. So you see the start there is hits. You can't hear it, but everyone's doing hits on the A before the song. Faster. What I'm watching is for that change to G, I'm watching their eyes and their hands. I don't play violin, but you'll see that here, their hands go from this to that chord shape. The A major to the G. That's what I'm watching out for, and obviously listening. So with your wife, let me come back to the chat. Good posture and good straps may save your... Sorry. That's what I'm watching for. You'll see how relaxed these musicians are. It's very fast. The practice for you and for everyone, A major with as little tension as possible. It's fast. But I'm not doing this. Breathing through it. I'm looking around the room, reading magazine. My foot's doing the tapping. You don't have to do that, just some sort of way of keeping the... That's what I would do. Good. Let me come back to the chat. It's a 90s era. Oh my god, Dino, incredible. Real musette, triple musette with a plain MIDI out. No tone generator. Very, very exciting. I learned accordion for the song The Man Who Sold the World by Nirvana. It's a beautiful song. We should play it. Man Who Sold the World. Have you heard the David Bowie version? It's beautiful as well. Nirvana covered it. They did it. They made it their own, and it's incredible. But Lemon Moon, I have a listen to that too. Good. Christopher's version is also very good. Christopher, I loved your version. Beautiful. My back will not be thanking me. Big, thick straps. Can you play Siboni from Ernesto? Let me write it down. I don't know the song, so... hello, Lynn. Good to see you. It's very cold here as well. Not like in Alberta or Minnesota, where Nora is from. But it's -1 here, which is cold for us. Let's do Man Who Sold the World. And then I have... Martin, Stop the Cavalry. And then I have a question from Louise as well. Let's do The Man Who Sold the World. I'll get my bigger accordion and let's see what that's like. Oh, that hurts. This is an LMMM, has lower reed. That's what the L stands for. And the MMM are 3 middle reeds. Bottom reed, middle reed, other middle reed, all 3 middle reeds, all 3 in the bottom, same note expressed with different reeds. This is a true musette. Good. Let's do it. Man Who Sold the World. Oh. This accordion, I still haven't put anything on the E, so I don't know where the E is. Awesome. First snow of the year in Utah today. Oh, it's beautiful. The accordion tricked me a few times with missing chord changes. But what a great song. That was David Bowie's Man Who Sold the World, covered by Nirvana. Beautiful versions. It's good that you play the duff chords occasionally. It wakes me up. I don't know what duff is, like the drink from The Simpsons. Have a cold duff. Maybe it's a full chord or the wrong chord. Both of which I play. Good. Let's do Stop the Cavalry by Jonah Louie. Let's see what it is. Stop the Cavalry by Jonah Louie. Let's have a listen. Anti-war song. Christmas hit single. Let's listen. Martin, I'll talk through what I'm doing. You won't be able to hear what I'm hearing. But let's listen. Bum bum. We'll keep this accordion. Oh. Something like that? So that little bit, which you can't hear, is A major to E major to A major to E. I'm playing E7, but... Let's keep listening. It keeps happening. Keep going. I'm gonna fast forward. it seems like the entire song is that. So what I would do, I would just keep listening, but Jonah Louis Stop the Cavalry, chords. And we pull up the chords. And really, the entire song is E to A with a slight G and D. But the main chorus, the way to practice is A major to E major to A major to E. Different voicings. A, E, A. This is one of the most important things that moves you from, that enables you to play quickly. This is one of the main things that enables you to play songs more fully and quickly, is being able to play chords and not moving from this A to this E. That's huge, and you're going to make mistakes. I can't do it. Right? Sure, same shape, but instead what we do is we switch between the chords and the chords voicing. So my E stays the same. I'm pivoting on the E, but because it's a common note between the two chords. I could do that. I could do that. That's the practice that you need to do. Express the chords and switch between them in the most efficient way possible. Maybe you just express the chords using 2 fingers. Or that's that song from up here, right? We don't want to start with lots of ways of starting songs. If this is a recipe for pizza, the one thing I'm kind of okay at, I'm not starting with how finely do I grind the flour. We need to know that, but we need to step back a few steps and say, what are we making? It's something round, and it's going to be dough. It's going to be some water and some flour. That's the main thing. So the big picture here is there are 2 chords, A to E, A to E. Yes, I need to know if it's my 2nd finger or 3rd finger on the B note. Yes, but really let's step back and say, oh, that B note is part of an E chord. And then I need to switch between these 2 chords. So it's always important to step back. And the rhythm that I would use, or alternate bass, maybe. It depends. Whatever you're familiar with. I'm not familiar with the song, but that's how I would do it. Good. It's good that you play deaf chord. Oh, wrong chords. Deaf chords. I get it. I agree. It also wakes me up as well. And you could see me smiling or doing that because it's like, oh, accordion, you've tricked me again. Sometimes it's me that plays the wrong chord. Sometimes it's the accordion that plays the wrong chord. I know it's not intentional that you can't hear the YouTube video. I have yet to... I'm using a streaming platform now instead of streaming directly from my computer to YouTube. I'm streaming to something called StreamYard that then streams to Facebook, Instagram, and Facebook. And it doesn't pick up audio other than my mixer. Over the break, I'm buying a new mixing board, an audio interface, and I would love to redo this live stream setup so it picks up YouTube again. One of my to-dos. Good. Louise had a question. Someone had a question. Maybe I'm not allowed to use her name. Louise had a question. That's really important. If you saw my video of playing with Yulia, the violin player, super fun. She said, excuse me, it was great watching you play with her. I would like to see more of you playing Christmas songs with her. Me too. So I was watching you, it clicked with me. There's a key something in this that may unlock my playing. She was used to playing by the time signature or beat as the song was written, and also she reads sheet music, but I didn't catch what I referred to or called that kind of playing, or why you said it was very hard for me to play like that. So, what's it called? I believe it's called just sight reading. Let me keep doing. I don't read music. I understand. I don't read music. So if we pull up this document, those of us that can read English, if you can read, this says approach the silent night. 1, not a big sound. Choose a small left hand sound. Root and chord, sustain, chord on right hand. So when we read, sorry, this is very basic. I understand that this is a title, that there's a line items here, that there's punctuation, so there's timing, and that all these things are connected. So when I read root and chord, sustain, pause, line 3. In music, if this is the equivalent to English, I know that these are letters, but I can't read music. I never learned to read music. So when we pull up, what do we pull up? So this is Christmas. Not chords, sheet music. If we pull up this sheet music, I know that this is C, F, G, A, F. And then there's a long C. Actually, I know the song. But if this is a song that I don't know, I understand that this is a key and that this is an F and an A and that there are 2 flats. I can read it, but it's not musical. It's so much easier for me to do so this is Christmas chords and to say, hey, so this is Christmas. I'd rather do this, C major. And here I can derive. If I was to read that here, I can fake it because, so this isn't C. Because I know the song. What Yulia does incredibly well is she reads this song without having heard it before. This is probably what lots of you are able to do, including the timing, including the rests, including all these things. Not just for easy songs like this, but for classical pieces of music. So she played in orchestras and ensembles where it's not just one melody line. There are 5 or 6. You're part of an orchestra, so everyone has to read it perfectly. Yeah, that I believe that's called just reading music. So what do you call that kind of playing? It's sight reading music. And why you said it was very hard for me to play like that? I can't read music. Anyway, the thought came to me that, like she said about the orchestra needing to follow the leader exactly, that would be similar to how when we sing together, we all need to know and follow the leader, and the timing needs to match. Correct. Another thing I didn't catch was what you were doing or how you played with your left hand when she was playing the way it was written style, or whatever you call it. Yeah, but I think something somewhere could help me figure out to make sense of the timing of the left hand and notes timing like 4/4. Could you explain more on this? Yes. So, at the end of the day, we're all going to play War is Over, So This Is Christmas. It could be in the key of F. If we're reading the sheet music, the sight reading, we are reading exactly what's on the paper. Where was it? Not this one. This one. We're reading exactly what's here. And so what that forces us to do is our eyes have to be on the paper, because what we're doing, this is not for accordion. So here we can kind of say, I'm assuming that this is an F and not a D minor. And this F and A, and then F and G, and then F and B flat, and then F, and then G, and you know what I mean? So it's a little bit slower process. Once you get good at it, incredible and lovely. If we're on our accordion, for violin, you're reading just this melody. Easy, right? It's hard to write expression, though. We can write it. We could say, hey, in 6/8, these three notes here. And so this is, where were we? And so this is, right, bar 8. This is really important when you're playing with 2 other, 3 other, 4 other, 10 other musicians. We could say, let's go back to bar number 9. It's written as, you know, or let's hear you do that, and someone else is doing the harmony, and so it has to be very precise. We have to arrange it for multiple people. Fine. When I'm playing by myself for myself, I use a different kind of notation, and that's called lead sheets. We could have the notes, but it's written as chords. So just like Stop the Cavalry, which was A to E, A to E, I just need to know A to E, A to E. We had, so this is Christmas chords here. So again, this is in the key of C now. This is all I need to know because I know the way that John Lennon sang it. I know it's on the recording. Not only that, I could separate myself from this time signature. So if this is written as 6/8, I don't know what 6/8 is. It's some sort of waltz-ish rhythm. Is it, so this is Chris. Is it that? How do we play all these on accordion? So what I prefer to do is to rely on partially on this to tell me what the melody is, but partially on the way that I want to play it. Could be a sustained beginning. I added a trill there. And so when I played with Yulia, do I have the sheet music? I don't. I have, on the video, I have pictures that I took of the sheet music. There were no chords written, but I knew the song well enough, and some of the songs are on accordion love, that I could play with Yulia. But again, her sheet music was in the key of E major. So War is Over in E major. I could do this. It's not written like that. We could do it as a polka. I could complete the chord. I could add things because I'm not following the recipe exactly as it's written. At the end, we're all going to get the same song, but we're going to play it differently. Sheet music is extremely helpful. The majority of Accordion Love students come to Accordion Love being able to read sheet music, but wanting to expand their playing. Wanting to say, hey, I could read... Right? It's written as... Meaning I'm concentrating right here on this line where it says pa, and these notes are between here. It's difficult. It's difficult to integrate hands together. But if we step back and we say this is a G minor waltz, can you play for me a G minor waltz? And sing another year, another year, another year in G minor, right? Another year, C older. Now you could play it as a tango, G minor. another year older. So we take this as a part of learning, and we take it and we make it our own. So again, the majority of Accordion Love students can read sheet music or have read sheet music, but then you hit a ceiling. And what this lets you do, the kind of music playing that's off sheet music, that's understanding music, that's able to see, oh, so this is Christmas is a 1-2-5 song. We last week on last week's live stream, or 2 weeks ago, we looked at War Is Over by John Lennon, and we understood it. So if you show up and people are playing it in a key that you didn't learn it in, you could understand, you could play along a little bit easier. Good. That's my spiel. Wonderful. Oh, interesting, Willie. Let me know if my audio is not synced. Let me know. And that's very good to know. Good. Wonderful. Google Meet recently implemented the same filter, but yet allows to turn it off and hear music, so I could take my piano lessons remotely. Needed tweaking configuration options. Yeah, we've tried to use Google Meet as well. Who else hates the snow? I'm not looking forward to heading back to St. Paul this winter. Good. Something is wrong with the audio. Let me know. Can you play SMT with your... What's SMT? Oh, something. Maybe SMT is something. I will play my 12th bass. Let's play some Christmas songs. Loving my lessons for the last 2 months on Accordion Love as I fall in love with it. And it really started with Amelie for me. Same thing with me, Chad. Anyways, that's... at the end of the day, me and Yulia are able to play together the same song. It's likely... I have more videos coming out with people that I play with. A violin player, my friend Jacques. And it's just different kind of playing. Me and Jacques basically look at each other the entire time, like a conversation. And when he goes like that, we know to repeat it. We know to end it. With Yulia and I, it has to be what's written on the sheet music. And so you'll see in when we're playing, I sometimes think we're going to part B, but she's repeating part A. And that's okay. It's my inability to read music. And probably by the second or third time that we practice, we have a whole set. Let's do it. Christmas songs. I don't have enough keys here. I need to start at a different key. 12 bass accordion doesn't work with the F major. So I have to move it to G major. Do I even know the song? I think I got it. It's a difficult song. have the right chords there. Enough things that I don't know the song well enough. Let me know if you have a Christmas song that you like and I can play it. Especially with this song, Christopher. I don't know the song well enough. There's some crazy chord changes and I'm limited, but I'm okay. This is not a public performance. We got pretty far. I'm in C major if you want to play along. Let's transpose to what? G. The other thing with, to Louisa with a question, the other thing that we're trying to learn on Accordion Love, and with music, if music is a language, which it is, just like dancing, we're limited when we can only read it. And so two of the videos that I'm editing right now, my friends came over. And we sat right here, and Laura picked up a guitar, and I had no idea what song it was, and she started playing. There was no sheet music. She had written the song. And so she said, oh, the chords are A minor, G, C, and F. So if I say A minor, G, C, and F, you write it down, and you say, okay, A minor, G, C, and F. Beautiful chords. Now we could play on it. If I say improvise over it, there's never been written sheet music for that. And so we could play along with other people. Reading sheet music is wonderful. But there are lots of scenarios in popular music, which we play all the time, here, outside, with friends, where we're saying, hey, do you know the latest radio hit? I don't listen to the radio. The latest song by a popular artist. So we use our ear and we play along with it. And we might pull up the sheet music, or it might not be available. But someone might come along and say, oh yeah, that's A minor, G, D. A minor, G, D. And because I've played other songs, this sounds like... Oh, that is the song. A minor. What was it? Anyways, so knowing the chords of songs, understanding that there's a common structure underneath all pop music and non-pop music really helps us play with others, where I could say, hey, A minor, G, D. That way you can play it on a glockenspiel, you could play it with a recorder, you could play it with any instrument, guitar, etc. It's a common language of communicating music, which is written sheet music. But if music is a language, we don't always write it. Can I play the waltz number 2 in major? I could play Shostakovich's minor waltz number 2. I could play it in minor. I could play it in major if you want, but I don't think it's in a major key. I'm so happy that that was Kiss from a Rose by Seal. Speaking of Radiohead, my request, no surprises. Nora, yes, I'm going to do no surprises first. I didn't figure out. I have a friend that I played in bands with who is magical. His ability to, he's such a giving musician. He's extremely talented. He's like the cushions on these headphones. If you've ever worn comfortable headphones, it's like, oh, his voice fits in so well. All this to say, I love singing No Surprises with him. I'll play No Surprises, and he does the perfect harmonies. And I'm like, I played with him last week, a week and a half ago, and I said, we were at a klezmer jam, and I was shouting out, play Radiohead. And me and him, I was like, such a pretty house and such a... And right away, hello, William. Right away, he was doing the proper harmony, fitting his voice perfectly. So I came home and I figured out the harmony. I really listened. And Radiohead, as we all know, performed on tour in Europe. And so I got to listen to the proper harmony. I'm going to do the harmony right now because it's so satisfying. I'm not a singer, but I could do it. So you can play along. We'll loop it. I just want to do... We'll start from... let's add drums. That's No Surprises. 1, 2, 3, 4. Such a pretty house and such a pretty garden. No alarms and no surprises. No alarms and no surprises. No alarms and no surprises, please. Let's see if we can harmonize. Such a pretty house and such a pretty garden. No alarms and no surprises. No alarms and no surprises. No alarms and no surprises, please. Anyways, that's the harmony. It's so good. So my son Wolf, I was doing it so often. The "Get Me Out of Here." It's such a gorgeous song, and my friend Avital, we played in two bands together. Two bands? Yeah, we played in two bands together. My dream is to record a session with him and just ask him how he does it. Let's do it. Let's play the song. If wherever you are in the world, play along. It's just it's such a, there's so many layers, and I need to do it with a looper. But I love the, such a pretty house, and then the vocal harmony, such a, right? It's beautiful. SMT means something. I figured it meant something. We could do it on a 12 bass. And then I said I have a hard stop at 9, which is many minutes away. Let's try no surprises on this guy, because it's an F major, which is a beautiful key for 12 bass. It gives us lots of options. Watching them perform online, I've never seen them live. It's the one band that I would see live. Such a wonderful sound, a small accordion. Thank you, Lynn. I'll pause just so I have time to drink coffee with Kate. Thank you for all your questions today. Thank you for showing up. There are big, exciting, good announcements coming for January. Yeah, there are people here. I could give a bit of information. It's nothing official yet, but I'd like to thank you, Nora. It's such a beautiful song. It's my dream to just do that live and keep doing harmonies and voices, and do recorder and Glock and all the things. If you want to see a beautiful version, Google Radiohead No Surprises at the O2 Arena from last week or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I'll make official announcements, but I'd like to open up. Over the last year, we've been doing live learning, which is really lovely. It's a lovely way to learn. So you're not just learning from me or from videos or by yourself. Learning happens from other people. It's how everything happens in life. It's so strange to just learn very narrowly from one teacher. I think it's important. Whenever we do sports, whenever we do anything, we learn by watching others, by others watching us, by doing all these things. Anyways, live learning right now is a bit restrictive, I believe. I've always had a hard time pricing it and making it available to people really from all over the world. And so starting in January, for a few years we did live learning January, where every day I was online and we practiced together the basics of accordion. And students came out and said it was very useful. And it was lovely. And so I thought for this year, let's do something very similar. And so what's going to happen is, again, I don't know the exact details, but live learning will shift. It'll be available to every Accordion Love member, and I'll be online. Right, I want to separate things a little bit, but once a week to answer questions. So it's not private lessons, but for Accordion Love members, there'll be a time. I want to do it every day. We'll see. Maybe we'll start in January every day, with just being available online for 15 to 30 minutes to answer your questions, especially for beginners. So you show up live over Zoom, not like this, but the screen with 5 people, 30 people, and especially for new students, answering your questions. Right now, we've always done it with one-way video. So if you're an Accordion Love member, people send me questions or videos and I answer with video. This will be live over Zoom. I'm going to commit to multiple times a week, and you can join live and practice or ask your question, and other people benefit by watching your questions, by watching. If you're working on Shostakovich's Second Waltz, and I could see you and say, oh, you know what? Don't do that voicing, or your elbow is way up here, have it down here. So that's going to come. Look for the announcements in January. Still figuring out times, but that will happen. That will happen. Yeah. Anyways, I'll announce more things over the break. I'm excited for it. It'll be included in your membership without needing to sign up for anything more. Anyways, I hope you're well. Have a good week. I'll see you not next week. That'll be the live Zoom for the current live learning. Anyways, have a good weekend. Bye. Have a good week.